Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel Bachcha Wala Maths. Today we'll do some graphical question, that is velocity time graph questions. What is important for your half yearly as well as annual examination. So one graphical question is supposed to come. So let's start the video and I'll show you three sample questions. You can go through it and clear your doubts. You can see the question on your display. The velocity time graph is given. You to study and answer these three questions given out here. Okay, so let me show you the graph first. If you see the graph out here, this is the whole graph. From for here, this is the time axis, this is the velocity axis, and out here the scales are 1 centimeter 2 units for both the axes. Okay, out here, then let us see the first question. The first question is, what is the acceleration during the first 2 seconds? So what is the acceleration? You can see during the first 2 seconds. From here you can tell acceleration formula. You know, acceleration equals to v, but it is final velocity minus initial velocity upon t, right? So in the first 2 seconds, the initial velocity start from here. The initial velocity is here 0, so u is here 0, the initial velocity is 0, and from here it reaches here. So you can see here, this is the point in the last 2 seconds. Okay, then here the distance is 4.6, so v, that means final velocity is 4.6, and the time already you know, this is the 2 seconds, this time is 2 seconds, so time will be equals to 2 seconds. Okay, so all of you know the formula, v minus u by t. So out here I have applied this formula, that is the acceleration in the first 2 seconds is v minus u by t. So here 4.6 minus 0 minus 2 minus 0, or you can write directly 2, so that is 2.3 meter per second square. Okay, let us see the next question. The next question is, what is the acceleration between the second and the 10th second? So the second and the 10th second, you can see out here the seconds. I can mark out from here till here. We need to find the acceleration. So out here you can see the distance cover out here. The velocity change from here till here. What you can see, the straight line. The straight line means no change in velocity. So here acceleration will be 0. How? Because it's forming a straight line out here. See, acceleration between the second and the 10th second is 0, since the velocity is constant during this time, as you can see in the diagram of a perfect straight line being formed. So no, there is no change in velocity. So it will be just 4.6. Suppose this is constantly 4.6 only. So initial is also 4.6 and final velocity is also 4.6. So if, and the time is what, from here if you calculate 2 4 6 8 seconds. So but acceleration equals to v minus u by t. So 4.6 minus 4.6 upon any number, 4.6 minus 4.6 is what, 0. So 0 by this particular time, it is 8 seconds, will be 0 only. Or directly you can, without just mention the region, because it is showing uniform acceleration or uniform a constant speed, so it has uniform acceleration of 0. So then question number 3, during the last 2 seconds, again in the last 2 seconds you can observe the figure, and the last 2 seconds it is showing some acceleration, but it's a downward acceleration. That means it will be a retardation, that is negative acceleration. Okay, it will be a negative acceleration. So out here negative acceleration you can find out from here, from the last 2 seconds, this 2 seconds. Okay, so here initial speed is the spin velocity is 4.6. So u is 4.6. So u is 4.6, and the final velocity out here is 0. It's coming out here straightway 0. So v is what, 0, and time is last 2 seconds. So time is 2. So here formula will be a equals to v minus u upon t, that is 0 minus 4.6 upon 2. So it will be negative 2.3. You can see I have shown you the figure here. 0 minus 4.6 upon 12 minus 10, that is minus 2.3, that is negative acceleration or retardation you can mention. Okay, one more sample question I have drawn out here. So let us see the next question. The next question, study that speed time graph of a body shown in the figure and answer the following. I've given the figure out here. So this is the given figure. The first question is what type of motion is represented AO. So out here see what type of acceleration. What type of acceleration, tell me. So it is just showing uniform acceleration, right? Because uniform acceleration means what? See, a straight line being formed from here to here. Okay, in that means the change in velocity is equal, interval of time is equal. So it is showing this AO is representing uniform acceleration. Next question is what type of motion is represented by AB. So AB is a straight line again, like perfect straight line. Here the initial velocity and the final velocity is same, so it is the acceleration is 0. Okay, next question, what type of motion is represented by BC. So here already you have know that this BC is represented what, retardation or negative acceleration. Next question, calculate the acceleration of the body from A to O. So it is also very simple, already have done above. From A to O, if you want to calculate the acceleration, here the initial velocity is what, initial velocity is your u is, I'll calculate out here. Here u is 0, v is your 4040, and time is your 10 seconds. Okay, so you put in the formula A equals to v minus u by 2, that is 40 minus 0 upon 10, so it will be 4 meter per second square. You can see the answer out here, 4 meter per second square. Okay, next the next question is what type of acceleration from A to B. So from A to B the acceleration is 0, that is uniform acceleration, so it is 0. You can see the answer out here, the acceleration from A to B is 0 as it has uniform speed during this time. Okay, next question is calculate the retardation of the body. Retardation is from B to C, so just to calculate from B to C, I'll show you. From B to C the initial velocity is 40 and final velocity is 0, so and the time from B to C is 20 seconds, so 40 minus 40 by 20 is 2 meter per second square. Okay, one more question of graph. This question is also common. See the question out here, you need to make a speed time graph. So here time and speed is being mentioned, just make and plot on the axis. So out here I have drawn. Just see, I have taken the time axis on the x-axis and the velocity on the y-axis. So now you have drawn